Natural order. So, to quote Krashen, he says, for a given language, some grammatical structures tend to be acquired early while others late. So, essentially, I like to think of children, and if you think about some of the simple things they say when they're first learning to speak, right? They're choppy and they're rough, and then by the time that same person 20 years later, they've been educated, they sound so sophisticated and polished relative to that, and they have this ease of expression. So the natural order seems to be similar among languages and learner profiles. So basically, grammar doesn't need to be learned in a specific sequence. So you're constantly picking up grammar in context as we're acquiring languages, and maybe those aren't mastered until later on after a bit of formal study and a lot of exposure to those structures in the context of real life and the things that we read and we hear. Another example would be, you know, learning when you've begun studying a language like Spanish or French about gender. And still, when you're an intermediate, you understand that concept, but you're still making some errors, and you'll see at the same stages. So a lot of intermediate level students in Spanish will make that gender mistakes with adjectives and that kind of thing, and it's natural. And then as they continue in their studies, their those mistakes are going to be more polished and something a lot more accuracy, and a lot more comprehensible. Perfect comes later.